Hey everybody in advance, this is Matthew here, and I just want to get you ready for our upcoming session where we're going to deal with a couple of very important things. So please take note. Thing number one is your managers are going to select 5 of you to make an outbound call, prospecting call during our training session. And we'll all evaluate that. Now you might be thinking, well, how mean is that you could get picked to actually be evaluated by your peers? And what I would tell you is, if you're lucky enough to get selected for this, your skill level is going to go up just based on the fact that you've got to perform under this intense environment. And you also know your team cares about you. They're not only watching you, but they're taking notes and learning what you're doing and benefiting from that, as well as maybe seeing some things about themselves that they want to improve. So I know it might freak you out a little bit, but I know you've had practices like this before. I hope you consider this a privilege. The ability to skill up under pressure. That's where you really get better. So everybody should be prepared for their no pressure call, so that if you're called upon to provide that no pressure call live during our session, you can. We'll then evaluate this. So first thing is that no pressure call. Okay? So practice, come prepared. Okay? That's the first thing. Now, my next question, or my next topic and question, is the first time appointment. See, we're moving beyond that call, and you've had a lot of training in the Sandler system from our instructors in the group sessions. And what we want you to now do is we want to take you through that first time appointment, but then even do some practicing. In other words, the no pressure call, you're actually going to be making live calls. In the second phase, I want you to be completely familiar with the first time appointment gate process. Now, I know for some of us, we find that we get into the meetings and we end up doing too much product presentation, and most of your competition is doing that. And you know the rule: when your competition is doing it, stop doing it right away. So what I want you to do is I want you to get completely familiar with that first time appointment structure that is in the gate process I provided you at our very first session. You should have that on file. We're going to provide a copy to you in this email, so you'll have it no matter what. And I want to make sure you're following that process. So we'll review that process of a first time appointment and what should happen in sections, sound bites, and then we're going to then role play what you've learned. And I'm going to be watching especially for, are we talking 30% of the time and listening 70% of the time? How good are the questions you're asking that that really sort of show you what your prospect's issues are? Do you have really good questions? Did you go into presentation too fast? And I'm actually, during the role plays, I'm going to share some things that prospects do to get you to present rather than to learn and understand what they really need. That first time appointment is really about you gathering pain, budget, and decision. What pain do they have that you can solve? Do they have a budget, time, money, and energy? How do they make a decision to work with you? That's the information you're going to have to gather if you look at that FTA gate process. So familiarize yourself with the FTA gate process and be prepared to bring any challenges or issues you have to the FTA process currently. We'll go section by section in the FTA process, and then we'll role play live. And I'll role play with you. So I'm not going to sit back and just critique. You guys can critique me. I'll mess it up. I'll make it, yours will be way better than mine. But when we emerge from this session, you're going to be really even better than you've ever been at that no pressure prospecting call. And you're going to be better than ever at that first time appointment in asking great questions and listening 30% of the time, and gathering lots of information to make an impactful sale 70% of the time. If you have any questions in advance about any of the prep, please contact me. If not, I look forward to seeing you in the session, and I look forward to any questions in your prep and your 30-second commercials. So until then, stay safe, good selling.